Edmund Hillary stood at base camp looking at the equipment spread before him. Ropes, ice axes, crampons, oxygen tanks, food, clothing. Everything looked fine, but fine wasn't enough. On Everest, fine meant death. Only perfect meant survival. So Hillary checked everything, then checked again and again, not because he was paranoid, because he understood something most people miss. Quality isn't what you do once. Quality is what you do every single time. Hillary had a checklist. Simple, methodical, boring, but it saved his life. Every piece of equipment went through 5 checks. Check 1, visual inspection. Does it look damaged? Check 2, function test. Does it work? Check 3, stress test. Does it work under pressure? Check 4, backup verification. Do we have a replacement? Check 5, final confirmation. Am I 100% certain? Only after all 5 checks did equipment go into his pack. No shortcuts, no assumptions, no probably fine, because probably wasn't good enough. At Camp 7, Hillary found a rope. It looked fine, strong, reliable. Most climbers would have used it. But Hillary ran his checks. Visual, looks good. Function, holds weight. Stress. He pulled hard. It held. Backup, another rope available. Final confirmation, he bent the rope, flexed it, examined every fiber, and found it. A tiny fray, barely visible, hidden in the weave. Under normal conditions, the rope would be fine, but under Everest conditions, extreme cold, high-stress, life-or-death tension, that tiny fray would become a break, and a break meant death. Hillary discarded the rope, used the backup instead. 3 days later, another climber used that same rope. It snapped. The climber fell, survived, barely. Hillary's systematic check saved not just his life, but helped establish protocol that saved countless others. Oxygen was precious on Everest. Every breath counted. Most climbers used oxygen randomly, whenever they felt tired, whenever they panicked. But Hillary optimized. He studied the data, analyzed the patterns, tested different approaches, and discovered something. Steady flow beats emergency bursts. Using oxygen constantly at a low rate was more effective than using it occasionally at a high rate. Why? Because the body needs consistent oxygen to function efficiently. Random bursts create stress. The body panics, wastes energy. Steady flow creates stability. The body relaxes, conserves energy. Hillary adjusted his oxygen regulator to deliver a constant, measured flow, not maximum, not minimum, optimal. This single optimization gave him an extra 2 hours of climbing time, 2 hours that made the difference between reaching the summit and turning back. Hillary knew something else. Too much fear paralyzes. Too little fear creates carelessness. The optimal emotional state is alert but not panicked. He applied this to everything, his preparation, his climbing, his decisions. Balance was the key. Hillary varied his pace, fast when necessary, slow when optimal, never one speed constantly. During action, during crisis, he moved fast. Short movements, quick decisions, urgent responses. During reflection, during rest, he moved slow. Careful consideration, detailed planning, thoughtful evaluation. This rhythm kept him alive. Hillary never guessed. If he didn't know something, he found out. Routes, weather patterns, equipment specifications, everything based on research, not assumption. Before any climb, he asked himself 3 questions. Question 1, have I prepared everything I can? Question 2, have I checked everything twice? Question 3, am I willing to bet my life on this? Only if all 3 answers were yes did he proceed. 1 mistake might be survivable, 10 mistakes might be manageable, but 100 small mistakes? Fatal. Quality is cumulative, and so is the lack of it. 2 climbers attempted Everest the same year as Hillary. Both were skilled, both were prepared, both were determined, but both cut corners. One didn't check his rope carefully enough. It frayed, he fell, he survived but was injured, had to descend. The other didn't optimize his oxygen, ran out too early, got confused, made bad decisions, barely made it down alive. Hillary did neither of those things, not because he was lucky, because he was systematic. Quality control isn't exciting. It's not dramatic. It's boring, repetitive, tedious work. But it's the difference between success and failure, between life and death. On his deathbed, someone asked Hillary, "What's the secret to your success?" Everyone expected something profound, some deep wisdom about courage or determination. But Hillary said, "Check everything twice, then check it again." That was it. No poetry, no philosophy, just practical quality control, because that's what worked on Everest, in life, and everywhere else. Hillary understood that quality isn't one big thing. Quality is 1,000 small things. Each rope checked, each knot tied correctly, each step placed carefully, each breath measured, each decision evaluated. Here's what Hillary knew. Preparation without quality is just motion. Action without system is just chaos. But quality with system, that conquers mountains. Every successful climb in history followed the same pattern. Systematic preparation, careful execution, constant verification. The climbers who failed, they skipped steps, they rushed, they assumed, and the mountain punished assumption. Hillary's final lesson was simple. Excellence isn't about being perfect once. It's about being consistent always. Do the boring work. Check the small things. Never skip steps. That's how you survive. That's how you succeed. That's how you reach the summit. Quality control saved Hillary's life on Everest. It built his legacy afterward. It made the difference between being another failed attempt and being the first human to stand on top of the world. Not because he was stronger, not because he was braver, but because he was more systematic. He checked everything twice, then checked it again. And that made all the difference.